Hello, hello. My name is Christina. I am the creator of Grounded Ascension. I wanted to come on and create this video. I guess it is really the first step to getting exposure. I've never created a YouTube video before. I've always thought it was kind of silly, but now I honestly feel that it is the way to reach more people on the scale that I personally want to reach and feel that Grounded Ascension can reach. So, I guess just a little bit about myself and why I've created this opportunity for others. I've always had a calling to the intuitive, the psychic side. I've always played into that, but it's always been pushed down, I guess, to live within the realms of normalcy. I've worked in healthcare for the last 11 years, trying to help others around me, but being in a corporate environment, you become stagnant if you have a greater purpose than what you are able to provide or fulfill working under a doctor or working under a specialist. You may help aid people's health, but you're not 100% able to heal their soul and their spirit. And honestly, that is what I want to do with Grounded Ascension, is pass my message on so I can help all of you that are interested in healing from within, finding the drive to really steer your life in the direction that you truly want it to go. So I guess what really made me want to share this information. So I begun the path of enlightenment roughly 3 years ago. I'll be honest, it was a very dark time. I was struggling in a relationship that I was in. We were engaged to be married. My father ended up disappearing. He was missing for 9 months. Later, his body was found. His remains were found. And I didn't feel like I had much support from my fiance at the time. So I was really struggling with the loss, not having a strong support system. My drinking had really ticked up. I was gaining weight. I was the biggest I had ever been. I was nearly 230 pounds. It was a extremely fucking dark place. Fast forward to a few months later, I just got extremely fed up, honestly, with being stuck and feeling trapped in a body I wasn't happy in, at a job I wasn't happy at. I was working for a private practice for a dentist. And I got laid off on Christmas Eve. And there had been some back and forth in the office, because anyone that knows me knows that my spirit is brash, can come across very bold and assertive, and that doesn't really resonate well in a very small office setting. I had all these ideas for expansion and growth, and honestly, I realized I just got so tired of putting my all into helping someone else build their empire and build their company and build their brand, while really just taking crumbs from the profit and revenue that I was helping them generate. So the doctor laying me off truly was a blessing in disguise. I will say, all your lessons are your blessings is truly how I see it. That's the mindset you absolutely have to have. You have to take any situation that comes your way, and you have to take a real hard look at it from every single angle and really analyze that and figure out, what is this here to teach me? what can I do with this? How can I mold this into something that is going to skyrocket me into another direction? How can this propel me to where I truly feel I believe, where I feel I should go? So I got laid off. I took some time off. I said, you know what? I feel like I really need to begin a paradigm shift in my life and figure out where that direction is that I want to go. I worked in healthcare for 8-9 years at this point, and it was always the same thing. It was office to office, doctor to doctor, hospital to hospital, and I just always felt so constricted and refined. And I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. Getting up and doing the mundane, repetitious, going to the office, working those 9 to 5 hours, coming home, having hardly any time to spend with your family, to come home, cook dinner, clean the house, do the laundry, take the kids to whatever activities they are involved in, every day. And then comes your 2 days off on the weekend. That's the reality that most people are truly living in and are truly stuck in, because they feel that since that's what society has created, they have to follow that as well. And I didn't like that. I like to buck against the system and go against the grain. I want to create the life that I truly desire. Something that feels good within me, something that fulfills my purpose, makes me feel good and makes others feel good. So with that being said, I decided, this is my first time using any of this, so bear with me. So with that being said, when I was laid off, I decided to really take some time for some self-analysis. And it was at that point that everything truly changed, honestly. I was deciding to part ways with my fiance. I moved into my own room in the home, and I really decided to focus on myself and my path and where I could go and whatever that meant. So it really all just, every avenue of my life changed, to be honest. It started with getting sober. I cold turkey quit alcohol after being a very crazy heavy partier for half of my life. I started drinking at 14. I was 28 when I got sober. 100% sober. I also completely changed my eating habits. I went from, being overweight basically my whole life to developing healthy eating habits. But with that, along with the alcohol abstinence, came the food abstinence of horrible food that I shouldn't be putting in my body. I began the paleo diet, which is essentially the caveman diet. Basically, it goes back to like a hunter-gatherer food network. So I completely cut out carbs, dairy, processed foods, junk foods, processed sugars, and I lost 40 pounds in the first 3 months. So along with cutting out alcohol and cutting out bad food, I began changing who I was, all the people I was around. I changed people, place, and things. I changed who I was around, where I was going, the music I was listening to, what I was watching, what I was reading, and I really begun to spend time alone within myself to fully just delve in and figure out what it was that I wanted, what was at the root of my being, what were the obstacles that were standing in my way and holding me back from creating the life that I truly feel I deserve. So with that being said, I left the relationship, moved out on my own, lost 100 pounds, began writing music, began performing, doing stand-up, began traveling and temping for different dental offices to still have that money coming in that I needed to support myself, but also give me that free drive to still create, I guess you could say. The point in my rambling is that through all these things, through sharing my journey of my weight loss, my sobriety, my whole complete transformation to enlightenment, the path of shadow work, through the path of mindfulness and awareness, and just creating those healthy, thought-provoking situations in my life that truly showed me that I was able to create the life that I wanted. I know this may not look like much, but it's my peace, it's my sanctuary, it's my stability, and I created it all by taking those steps and taking a hard look in the mirror and realizing that I truly can create anything around me that I desire. But through the path of sharing all of this, I just had so many people reach out online. Tina, how are you doing it? Tina, give me tips on weight loss or your positive mindset or getting sober. And I didn't feel like I could give them that information at the time. I didn't feel like I had information that would truly guide others or truly open others. But as time goes on and I have these interactions with people every day that are mindful, meaningful interactions every single day with everyone that I try and interact with, I see that I can make a difference and you can make a difference. And that's really what creating Grounded Ascension was to share my spiritual gifts and intuition that I have, and to help show you that you can do the work as well. It may not even feel like work to you. It feels so good, you enjoy it so much, it doesn't feel like work anymore. I want to show you. I know I've been rambling pretty much this entire video because this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. Making these videos has always seemed so silly to me. But I think it's time to take myself seriously and really just put the message out there, put the support out there that you don't have to live stuck in whatever environment that you're in. You don't have to live in an unhappy life. You don't have to live in an unhappy body. You don't have to exhaust all your energy on all these different things and not feel fulfilled. You have the power to sit down with yourself, create internal awareness, and really figure out what obstacles are holding you back from skyrocketing and creating the life that you want to achieve. Align with your inner purpose. It's not silly. The world is changing. It's no secret that things are changing, and we have to take a different approach to how we handle life. We have to come together as a community. We have to raise our vibrations. We have to make a change. We absolutely have to make a change, and the only way to make a change in the world is to make a change within yourself. Once you make that change within yourself, it radiates out around you. It's a ripple effect. It affects everyone around you, your family, your loved ones, people you run into out and about at the store. Just a small vibrational raise can completely transform the way you live your life, the way you look at each day, the tone you set on your drive to work. Like there's just so much that I want to dive into because there's so many avenues of it, to be honest. But I'll go ahead and cut it short and just say that Grounded Ascension is here. I'm here to provide one-on-one support and guidance to help you find what is within you, to break out of whatever ruts you're stuck in, to create the healthy habits and healthy patterns that support you and drive you into the life that you want to continue to lead. You can literally change your entire reality. You can literally change every single thing about your world, all starting from within yourself. Reach out to me if you want to get more information, because there's so, like, I could just really ramble all day long about all of this, because it truly fucking fills my soul, to be honest. And I want to help you fucking fill your soul. I want to help you raise your vibration. I want to help you get out of the bullshit cycles that you're stuck in, that you tell yourself every day, the excuses that you make, these limiting beliefs that you have. I want to help you shed those and truly fucking skyrocket. Change yourself will change the world. It can be done.